So you'll have to excuse my voice. I'm in a lot of pain at the moment, and how I deal with pain is painting. So I've been following quite a few different tutorials in my painting journey. Now I've been following using the stippling method, getting your fine areas blocked in, using wet blending. This is kind of a mixture of slapchop and a whole bunch of other techniques being used here. But one thing that I saw in this one tutorial that for the life of me I wish I could remember who did this tutorial, but they showed not to base in just black and then highlight with just white over it when you're doing your zenithal sort of lighting. This is a mixture between the slapchop and zenithal method. Again, never use just one thing, use a mixture of things that works for you. But what I did here was I took I use the black and then dry brush with an off-white or a white. But here I took these two. This is a very dark brown. Mixed these two until I got like a muddyish brown color that I liked and based these minis. If you'll actually look at the planks in this corner here, that's the color it is. Based these minis in that color, and what that does is it gives it a beautiful richness. Now, actually, there's a little bit of green stuff poking through there to fix this model because I smashed it horrifically. But yes, so I've got some green stuff that needs to be covered up. But this beautiful brown undercoat allows for a lot of richness to shine through, which otherwise a plain black and white base would never allow for. Exactly the same thing with the dry brushing is actually you can see the remnants of the paper towel here where I've been cleaning up all of the sand grey and off-white, which I then dry brush these minis with. Also, never in equal amounts. I'd always mess up the amounts that I use, so my brush is never covered just in one color. Actually, my lighting isn't doing it all that much. The lighting's so bright that it actually blows out a lot of the colors here. If I can get an example. Actually, here you can kind of see it. And then what I did was that I would take the highest whites and brush them onto my points of interest. So it would be the face, or in this case, I wanted the eye to be drawn to the skull over here and to the gun, also into the face. So that's where the highest of the highlights would go. Don't know what's going on the claw here. I'm going to have to clean up that claw. But yeah, so instead of just using flat black and straight white over the black, using, a mixture of tones and not evenly, dabble your brush into one and then into the other. And so you wind up with a very messy palette, but what it does is it does lend a lot of richness into your minis. Basically, my advice here is when you see a tutorial, don't take the entire tutorial in its entirety as gospel. Tutorials often will guide new people in how to learning skills, but what tutorials ultimately do and where their value really lies is they teach you individual skills which you can apply across the board, mix and match, to find what works for you. Like if you look at this foot, you'll see just the sandstone dry brushing coming through. It's not just the white and it's not just the one, they're all mottled. So but yes, so don't just take one bit of advice and run with it. Take all of the advice into account and choose what works for you. Develop your own style, and then I'm sure you'll wind up with beautiful looking minis. These came out far better than I was expecting, even for my level of skill. But yeah, do that, and it'll make you happy, and that'll make me happy, and then I'll come and steal your happiness at night or something. Who knows? You lovely people, be good. I'm gonna head to bed soon. Have a fantastic evening. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.